You're so beautiful, girl, I'm blind, make I love you. Hey, yeah. What's going on, you filthy, sexy bastards? Look at you with your cute ass self. You better get yourself on out of here. Now, if you guys have noticed with these videos, it's not really, everything's kind of freestyle. And I guess you could say with these videos, they're just like thoughts and like a visual video podcast that are, short. What am I saying? It's just me blabbing, and I know you guys want to hear a lot of opinions, so these are just opinions. None of these are facts. Sometimes when people listen to these videos, they're like, oh my god, I don't agree with you. Guess what? It's okay if you don't fucking agree. I don't give a fuck. It's just me having thoughts. You're allowed to have your thoughts, I'm allowed to have mine, and that's completely okay. Let's just be civil with our discourse, shall we? You fucking bitch. Now, I was talking to somebody not too long ago, and when we had lunch, this person kind of talked to me about how they're constantly stressed out. And I asked this person why they're always stressed out. And what it kind of boiled down to was that this specific person, who is a friend of mine, seems to care a lot about what other people think about what's going on in their lives. Now, I know that she is not the only person that's going through this, and I feel like a lot of people go through this as well. And what I boil this down to is something called always giving a fuck syndrome. Now, there's a few ways to tell if you have always giving a fuck syndrome. Number one, if somebody doesn't agree with you, you get upset for the whole fucking day. That is a clear sign that you give way too many fucks. And I'm only mentioning this if this person who said something to you that's disagreeing with you about something that you care about is somebody that you barely fucking know. If it's somebody you barely fucking know, I mean, really, why do you care so much about what a random fucking stranger thinks about? I really don't understand that. If you want to care about somebody's opinion about you, it should probably be the people who know you the best, who care about you the most, and when they give you advice of some sort, it's usually in your best interest. When strangers who give no fucking care about how your life goes, you should not write a ticket out of, this is my fuck, I'm gonna give it to you because I'll give a fuck. No, who cares? Life is too short to care about what somebody else thinks that does not have a significant effect on your life. Now, this in general doesn't mean that when somebody says something disrespectful to you or disagrees on something, once again, that you care about, that it's not supposed to bother you a little bit. The big difference is how it bothers you and how long it bothers you for. I just found out recently that somebody that I met like one time, I think a couple of months ago, has been talking a lot of shit about me. Now, for me, I could really care less. I understand that when this person and I met, okay, so this is what basically happened. So basically, the reason why this guy doesn't like me is because when I met him in like the first like hour or so, I couldn't help but make fun of the dude. Now, I know this sounds like an asshole thing, and it probably was in my case, but the reason why I did is because he's that type of dude that even if you don't fucking know him that well, like I just met the guy tries to have like this like roast session rapport with you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know your friend for a long time, you could say whatever the fuck you want to him. You could come up to him, you could make fun of his weight, his hair, whatever, but because you guys are good friends, you guys have that. It's like with me and Bart. Bart comes up and roasts me 24/7, that fucking asshole. And that's okay because that's what our friendship is based on. That's like 8 to 9 years of friendship. But if I don't know you, when you try to come at me with that heat, you gon' fucking get it. So as we're eating and me and my friend are talking about our past and we're making a couple of jokes at each other, he comes in with this really like awkward joke about me, and I was like, who the fuck are you? And the first one I kind of let go, and then he started doing it again and again. And so during the meal, and it was in front of a few other people too, I looked at him, I said, so when people didn't laugh at the first 3 jokes, what made you think the 4th one was gonna be funny? And he kind of stopped and he was stuttering a little bit. He goes, oh, I didn't mean to offend you. And I was like, no. It's not that you're being offensive. You're being socially fucking awkward. You keep on trying to make jokes, trying to make everybody laugh, but you're making everybody feel weird. And now that I spoke up about it, now you're trying to make it seem like I made things weird. So what you can do is eat your hamburger, shut the fuck up, and just chill the fuck out. I don't know you like that. So clearly I came at the dude kind of aggressive, but I gave the guy a couple warnings and he just kept doing it over and over. So what was I supposed to do? I'm not somebody that really tends to keep quiet. So anyways, dinner is going on. He tries to make another joke and I'm just like, uh-oh, awkward guys talking again. So the guy was getting irritated, so he stopped making those jokes for the rest of the dinner. So anyways, I met up with my friend again and he was like, yo, I'm sorry about that last situation. Yo, that guy fucking hates you. He's still talking about you till this day. And the reason why I bring that up is because it's so fucking awkward. Like somebody like him doesn't understand. who the fuck am I? Who am I to you? If anything else, I didn't think about you for that whole whatever month or I don't know, few weeks. That person is somebody who literally gives too much fucks. And you don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? He gave too much fucks at their dinner table that he wanted to entertain everybody. He wanted to be the center of attention. He wanted people to laugh and think that he was an awesome person at the expense of somebody else. And then on top of that, me, a person that he met one time for the past like couple, 2-3 weeks or a month or whatever, he's still talking about me and he's still upset. Me, somebody he doesn't really know. Do not be that person. Guy, if you ever watch this fucking video and you want to talk to me in person, you already know you have my contact through our friend, go ahead. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is you give way too many fucks and don't be like this dude. It's too stressful to care so much about what somebody else thinks about you that doesn't really give a fuck about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I see it all the time. I see it on Instagram, I see it on Twitter, and Twitter is like the best example of people who give way too many fucks. It's almost as if Twitter is the space for everybody to complain just to get a retweet so people could be on their side. You ever see those fucking weird tweets? They'll tweet one little like memeable whatever tweet and the next thing you'll see right under, follow my Instagram, follow this. Oh, how come people aren't following me anymore? Fucking bitch. Like even for me, you guys know I get upset about a lot of things, but my upset moment is simply to turn it into something funny, and that's just kind of how I go about my life because life is too short to really genuinely be upset at everything. My best advice to people is stop caring about everything and only care about things that'll help you progress as a human being. You have personal relationships you can work on. You have personal goals that you can work on. And when you give a fuck about what somebody else says about you, you give that person power. Whoa, think about that for a fucking second. Some people are out there giving away fucks like they're Oprah and shit, you know what I'm saying? You get a fuck, you get a fuck, you get a fuck, everybody gets a fuck. Nobody in this world is worth that time if they are not important to you. Get that in your fucking head. I'll even give you another example. How many times, I don't know how old everybody is out there, but if you are like above the age of like 23 or some shit, how many times do people ask you, oh, when are you gonna get a boyfriend? When are you gonna get a girlfriend? Why the fuck do you care when I get a boyfriend or fucking girlfriend? That's on my timeline. Who I get with, who I stay with is going to affect me and not you. Don't worry about me, motherfucker. I'll go fuck, suck, whatever I want. You caring about what somebody else thinks about your dating timeline and having that stress you out is so weird. Like, I don't understand it on both ends. Why do you stress out about when I get with somebody? And why the fuck am I stressed that you care about when I get with somebody? It's just a fucking intertwining web of stress for no reason. And I hate that shit. So my best advice to people is do yourself a favor and stop giving a fuck.